Hey you, I'm celebrity menswear stylist Ashley Weston, joined by my partner and husband, Dorian.
Hello.
So Dorian is actually perfect for this video
It's
topic.
like it was made for me. I can't wait to watch this video back and learn new points.
Dorian is a thin man, tall and thin, so you have...
I run the gamut of issues across the board for the most part. Even if you're a tall guy but wider, you're still gonna have the same problems that I probably have. And if you're a smaller guy but still thin, you and I have the same issues.
So let's get into how to dress for your thinner frame. Okay, so let's talk about shirts. Now, first off, I just want to go over the shirts you should not be wearing.
That's important.
Yes, that's very important. V-neck shirts, no, that's a no-no, especially if you're slim and especially if you're tall and you tend to have a longer neck. You don't want to do a V-neck because it makes you look thinner than you are. And I mean, yeah.
Perfect example of this is Evan, the CEO of Snapchat. Don't know why. The guy lives in V-neck shirts and he has a longer neck, much like myself. And it just never looks good. He looks just off, and that's why. Because he's making his neck look significantly longer than it already is, and it's just a big, big no-no.
Henleys are not your friend. That again will make you look really slim. What you wanna do is actually focus on crew neck t-shirts, polo shirts, and with polo shirts you can undo the top button or two.
Same as dress shirts.
Same as dress shirts, still looks very strong and it doesn't make you look thinner than you are. And then if you want to do a V-neck sweater, you just pair it with an Oxford button-down shirt or a dress shirt. You could totally do that, but those are the...
But don't wear a t-shirt underneath a V-neck sweater.
No.
Because number one, it just doesn't look good 99% of the time for any body type, but specifically for a thin man.
Now, the thing that you really want to nail is the fit. So you want to make sure that whether it be your t-shirt or your polo shirt or even a long sleeve dress shirt.
Before we get too much into this,
yes,
we have a whole fit guide for every item of clothing. We're talking about shirting right now. In that fit guide, if there's a specific body type recommendation, Ashley will make it. So if you're a thinner guy and she doesn't say if you're thin, do this, the fit rules apply to everybody. So we're gonna link that entire fit guide series below. Check it out for every one of the items we're talking about. So Ash, what other types of, what things in shirting should they avoid or should they do specifically?
So you can go with horizontal stripes. I really believe that you can definitely still wear vertical stripes. It's perfectly fine. You can wear any kind of prints or patterns or solid colors. I mean, there's nothing really off limits in terms of patterns and colors for you at all. It's just making sure the fit is right and you don't have a bunch of excess fabric everywhere. That's really the key. Okay, so let's move on to jackets and suits, basically. So for you, in terms of jackets, bomber jackets are fantastic. Also a good Harrington jacket. It has a strong collar. It'll add a little weight to your body.
Articles and videos about all of those.
And then in terms of suiting, I mean, you can still do your typical classic single-breasted suit, but also a good double-breasted suit will add a little bit of weight to your torso. And so visually will make you look a little bigger in a good way. But with any of those jackets, what's key is, again, the fit. And we'll link all of the appropriate corresponding fit guides in the description below. As far as sweaters go, cardigans, I personally prefer if you're a thinner man, when you wear a shawl collar cardigan versus just a normal cardigan.
Yes.
Your everyday, cardigan, because a shawl collar cardigan actually with that, it has like a folded collar, it adds a little weight up top, whereas with a cardigan, it's a little thinner, and so it just, sometimes the way it hangs, it can make you look a little thinner than you are.
I can attest to all of this. I am a shawl collar cardigan guy 99% of the time. I wear them because it does make me look bigger. I mean, I'm tall, but I'm also thin, and it definitely has an impact on the way I look, no question about it.
There you go. And then obviously, let's move down to like suit pants or even your trousers, chinos, jeans. Because you're a thin man, you want to go with a slim fit. So you want to make sure that from your knee down to your ankle, there is a nice taper going on. You don't want a straight leg because that just makes your legs look thinner than they are. So it's really key that you have a slim fit.
Let's talk about that for a second. A slim fit is not the same no matter the brand. So if you're interested in finding your brand, which you should do, I have a couple brands, like Diesel's a really good one for me because they're slim and for longer inseams as well. Uniqlo does really well there too. We linked in the description below the fit guide, the things you absolutely have to look at when you're shopping.
Okay guys, so one last note, and Dorian actually touched on this earlier, and that is it's really important for you to try a variety of brands, whatever your price point is, but just try a variety of brands and see what works for you, what slim fit within those brands works for you.
And what gets close. Very highly likely it's not gonna be perfect, and that's where tailoring comes in, but beautiful thing, the fit guide tells you exactly what you need to do to tell your tailor or find a tailor. It's very simple. Don't get too intimidated by it. You are not unique in that you're probably not gonna find the perfect fitting item. So when it comes to shirts, Ash, you always make sure the shoulders fit first. Anything else is fixable, basically. You can take in on the sides, you can take in anywhere but the shoulders. The second you start messing with shoulders, that shirt is just not gonna work.
Shoulders and neck.
Shoulders, oh, and the neck as well. And then for pants, you wanna make sure the waist and the kind of general butt and thigh area fits. Especially the length or even the taper from the knee down, so easy to fix.
But I will say though, for jeans and for chinos, there is a brand out there for you that will fit you perfectly.
Perfect everywhere but the length, so always go longer because it's easier for a tailor to cut and hem. That is like a $5 issue at most. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this one. Again, there's a lot of resources below. We didn't want to make a half-hour video for you. Frankly, that's way too long. So we broke it up into our fit guides that just go over every piece of clothing you could possibly need to wear. If you like this one, give it a thumbs up. If you love this one, give us a subscription. We'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.